Oh, we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies. This is an all female platform. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you watch this. Well, we are on day 4 of the 34, the 30-day transformation journey of showing up for yourself 15 minutes a day to master your own energy. So, for fun and for free, that's what we are doing. So, we are on day 4. Okay, I am up, I am running. And thank you for all of you who keep commenting, putting replay, putting what's messages are coming up for you. Because at the end of it, I've been saying that there's a lot of people that watch stuff, but they never comment. But those who have the time or feel inspired to like write something about what you got from the call is a contribution to everybody. And that's how we as women empower each other. So please do that. And that helps support everybody. Okay. Hello, day 4, and I am Lene, and I am an intuitive transformational coach, and your feelings won't kill you. Okay, when I put that out, I mean, that was like a theme for me for a long time in my life. My feelings will not kill me because I was pretty sure for many years that my feelings were going to kill me. Okay. So again, all these topics that I'm doing and these 15-minute snippets, take what you want, leave the rest, and know that there is so much more that is available with each topic. Okay. So I can only dive into it. But this one, and again, what inspired this 30-day call was that picture I posted of me and my husband. And I had this moment of like, oh my gosh, can I post this? Because I am truly happy in my life. And is it okay to like show the world that you're that happy? Because that wasn't something that I chose. I didn't even know I could have it to the level that I have happiness today. Okay. But the journey is like from where I have been, and that's what this is, to where that picture is of happy, what it's taken to get there. Just because that picture shows up does not tell the whole story of the journey of New York, and we were at Legoland yesterday, of what I've had to do to master who I be energetically, consciously aware, all of that, and all the choices and things that are all incorporated in. I'm kind of just saying from the 32-year journey of when I started recovery. Okay, so your feelings won't kill you. What that means for me is I came into this world. I can remember as a little person, that everything that I experienced and saw and felt was so, everything was so intense, so intense. So this conversation might like be like, yeah, you get it, and others it may be like, I'm not really sure, and it doesn't matter because I'm sure there's something in here for you. But I came into the world as a super, well, I used to be called like, wow, you are so sensitive. Like, we can't tell you anything because you take it so deeply, for a very long time, for many years. That was always such a wrongness of me, to feel so deeply. Today, that's my gift. That's one of the things I was born with and came into this world, was with that intense sensitivity is now my intuitiveness. It's now I have the tools and the understanding, of what that means and what I can do with it. So what I'm trying to do is continue to share in my coaching and my teaching is that, what would it be like if I could share more and more about what it's taken from here to there with my life, that I could have shortened all of the pain and the struggle that I had with my feelings. Okay. So some of this this work that I'm doing right now is like, gosh, wherever you are in your life, if I can give you some gifts, some tools, some awarenesses, all that to shorten your survival, your struggle span. Okay. So, feelings won't kill you. I remember my therapist. I mean, that was just something that she always told me when I first got into recovery. I had to have a therapist because I was at the bottom of the bottom, and my feelings. When then you stop drinking, you stop using, you are starting to, starting my eating disorder got worse for a year, intensely, until I kind of got a handle on that after I got clean and stopped drinking and all that. But anytime I would have a feeling, because it was so intense, I would have to do something to deaden it, to soften it, and so that's what addiction is. I mean, addiction has so many things because it is a chemical thing, but it's also anywhere that you're cutting yourself off from you so that you don't feel something. What else is possible there? Okay. And I know most everybody is doing everything they can to either soften the feelings or basically not feel them at all. Okay. So that's okay. Like today, if it's like just a moment and you're like, okay, shit, I do that. Everything is so intense in my life, the feelings everywhere that, like everything about where your life is at, like all of that. Like, it's just like, I don't want this anymore. What I want you to do is just have allowance for that today. I teach kind of on these principles of what I call my 4 A's of success. And success is different for everybody. We talked about at the beginning. Success is something that you get to look at because it's different for everybody and it changes. But the 4 A's is like, what are you aware of? Then allowance, and then asking the right questions to shift it, to shift it, release it, and then what action can you take? So those are kind of my 4 A's method of getting you through something. So let me backtrack with your feelings won't kill you. I have a very obsessive mind. My mind never stops. It's just how I'm wired. And but I didn't know what to do with those feelings for so long. Okay. I got into recovery and I hadn't had any of those feelings because I cut them off because they were so intense. Now that intenseness is awareness. It's intuitiveness. It's knowing, kids who are on the spectrum. Had I been diagnosed with something way back when they did that, I would have had everything. I mean, really. But what that is that my sensory, my intuitiveness, my awareness is that I'm aware of everything around me. So aware of everything around me because everything's energy, right? So if you're tuning your ability to be aware of everything around you, but not knowing that that's what was happening, that also equates to insanity. Because that's how I felt for so many years. It's like brain stop, head stop, stop. And so with that, let me see here. So, and I had to choose to do medication. And because my journey of that insanity and all the thoughts and the feelings really put me to basically suicidal depression. Um, I don't want to go into that, but where you're like you're done, like I was done, I didn't know what that meant, and that happened in my second pregnancy, even worse. But it was like something's got to stop, stop, so that I can, and that's what medication does for some of us, is it takes all of this intensity. And I'm not saying medications for everybody, but it took the intensity of all the feelings, thoughts, and emotions, and it pulled it out for me so that I could breathe. Okay. Today, I know that's my intuitive psychic empathic, hypersensitive abilities. It's an ability. But so that's where I go more into coaching with clients. It's like everything, like how do you know that you have these yummy things, abilities, talents, when actually they're going to kill you, the feelings. So gosh, I remember my therapist just saying that for years, and whatever, your feelings won't kill you. And I'm like, oh, but they're going to, because if I let them keep going in my head, they're going to. So I don't know if everybody thinks like that. But I do know in a meeting or with other people in recovery that that common thought process is very normal, where it just, we call it the committee. But again, I'm going to come back to owning your own energy, mastering how you work in your life. So when it comes to energetic awareness, studies show, science shows that 95%, there's two ways I can go with this. 95% of your thoughts are on autopilot. You are constantly on autopilot 95% of the day. Okay, which is crazy. So then you come into the world of change and transformation and recovery and help and all that, and you're like, wow, everything I'm doing is on automatic. Okay, cool. So then you learn the tools and what it takes to get off of automatic. Plus, let's play with a fun number that 98% of your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, because first you have a thought, then it turns into a feeling, and then you have to have an emotion about it. Like 98% of those don't even belong to you. When I had that awareness, and that was really just 4 years ago, where I got that number and that awareness of like 98% of the thoughts that are going on in my world and in my head, whatever, they're not mine. And what that means is, it means a lot. What it was an awareness for me is like, oh my gosh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now what do I do with that? And let me help you, spare you. Like I said, I'm going to be 58 this month, right? This month. And I'm now just really getting the relief that being so aware, so intuitive, so conscious, so all of that, sensitive, whatever, that I'm just aware of everything. Okay. So I can't teach that in 15 minutes, but I can one-on-one or in a coaching, or you can keep listening and learn more. I mean, there's ways that, like, wow, I'm so aware. So that's where we went back to yesterday, where it was like, people choose what people choose. So like, if I'm aware of absolutely everything that's going on around me, back into center, mastering my own, like, what's going on for me and what can I choose today? It's like, what am I aware of for me? An allowance of what it is that I'm aware of. And then asking the questions, what is this? What can I do with it? What tool can I use? How can I outcreate this? And then going into action with that. So your feelings won't kill you. Let me see where else I can go with that. There's so many places. Um, Intensity of feelings. Yeah, there's so much. Okay, hold on. There's just so much coming up, and I'm just aware of a lot of energy, right? Even right this second. So anywhere that you are doing feelings, okay, that's what I want to talk about. So you get into your own world of recovery. And because I had cut off feelings, because feelings are like, and then you get into recovery. I get into recovery, and I'm like, it's all about feeling. It's all about feeling everything that you never felt. Okay. So then you're on the journey of feelings for years and years and years, which is good. But then for me, I again had no tools. Gosh, my life would have been different had I had the awareness and tools that I do today, which is why I want to continue to as consciousness rises on the planet and people are coming up a little bit more, and they're like, I'm this and I need more. That's what I'm here for. But it was literally, I don't know. I'm bad on dates and times. It was 7 years ago, 6, 7, when I sat in a meeting, my normal meeting that I've now, this meeting been going to 15 years on Tuesday morning to see my fabulous, wonderful girlfriends, to get some morning, a little bit of like check-in time. And I sat there and I'm like, oh my gosh, when are the feelings going to stop? Like, stop, stop running on my thoughts, my feelings, and emotions. Stop. And I sat there in the meeting, just like I can feel it like it was yesterday. And I'm like, there has got to be something different. I'm this far into a successful career in Mary Kay, getting ready to divorce my second husband. That's a whole nother, we'll talk about that with thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And I was just like, whatever I'm doing now, these are the pivot points. I've had some humongous choices in my life that I killed everything that was going on, which is, I just was talking to my coach this morning that sometimes you have to be willing to kill everything in your life to recreate. And I have done that. And I know that that takes courage. And I know that a lot of people aren't willing to do that. But what part of it could you change? And so that moment when it was like, I've got to stop living in the intensity of my feelings. And then that started this journey of where I'm at today. So there's so much in there. There's so much in there that I'm missing. There's so much in there that I'm missing, but hopefully there's some nuggets in there for today. Is like, your feelings won't kill you. Number one, are they yours? Are you on autopilot? Are they all, if 98% of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions don't belong to you, you pick them up from everywhere. Judgment, other people's opinions, thoughts, the environment, society, your parents, we pick it up when we're like, all of that, until all of a sudden you kind of wake up and consciously go, I'm going to start choosing for me. I'm going to start choosing for me. And what does that look like? And how do I do it? Where I will, before I end, because I'm trying to keep these into 15 minutes, but it's kind of like in my Phenomenal Woman community that you can be part of, where I actually go into more clearing and so forth. They're like about 20 minutes. But before I got to that 6-year point, 6 years back, and I was like, there's got to be something than functioning, living from the intensity of my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And then realizing thoughts, feelings, and emotions are the what we call the lower harmonics of being. If you are choosing consciousness and awareness, you're going to go into your knowing, your perceiving, and your being and receiving. That's a whole different, just lighter, easy filled world, which is what I'm choosing today, instead of the heavy thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And that's just how I felt. I was like, do you ever feel like heavy? And you're just like, I cannot handle one more thing. But I always handled everything, because that's kind of was my MO, was like, just pile it on, and I will conquer. Remember the judgment, the queen, your crown of judgment, like just keep piling on. Today, that none of that I choose to exist, because I'm like, what am I aware of here? What do I know here? What do I perceive here? What am I being here? And what am I receiving? So many tools in there, so much to learn. And if you know it, are you practicing it? Okay. So your feelings won't kill you. Whose are those? Where did you pick those up? What are your thoughts, feelings? What's true for you? We've been talking about that. How do you show up for you? Are you willing to change? And that's a lot. And so we will end here. And yeah. So if I loaded you up with a lot, you just like popped open, you're like, oh, now you left me with all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Show up tomorrow. So everywhere that you have that right now and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, that was a lot. do me a favor. Would you just bring all that up, excuse me, and just destroy and uncreate it all and clear it. Destroy and uncreate it all. I work with my hands a lot. Sorry. Let me just clear all that. So everywhere that's just brought up, destroy and uncreate it, would you please? And that means destroying and uncreating all that energy, all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions, all the limitations, all the beliefs, and then just clear and clear and clear. Okay. And again, when you work with me or you're in the Phenomenal Woman community, I will go into more processes for you to have to actually truly clear it. Like where you go from the density of it to clear to all of a sudden it's literally gone. Like it's like, I don't even know what that was anymore. So, cool. All righty. So what grand and glorious adventures can you have today? If your feelings weren't owning you and controlling you, what could you be aware of? And if you were willing to be aware of what it is that you're aware of, that if you were aware of it and chose to be aware of it, it would change your entire reality. Everything that doesn't allow that, would you destroy and uncreate all of that that doesn't allow that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. All righty. Thanks for showing up for you. And comments, please. I'll see you tomorrow I should be able to do 7:30 again tomorrow. Okay, bye.